And so as a result, what happens is they don't feel like speaking up because they think things won't change. Thus, what happens is they end up ghosting the relationship. Problem number two. Okay, a boundary has been crossed. As a child, they didn't set boundaries. They couldn't because they were a kid, right? And their boundaries were crossed in the sense of they could not say, and the word boundary means to be able to understand and be able to respect your own needs. Well, what happens to a dismissive avoidant child is that because their needs are dismissed, the child cannot respect its own needs because it needs to survive. Its need to survive is more trumping of its emotional needs. And so the basic necessities of getting that from the caregiver are more important than its emotional needs. So it never got a chance to really set a good boundary for itself, right? And so as an adult, what you realize is setting little boundaries leads to what you feel within yourself is a rejection of other people. And because you've suffered rejection, you don't want others to feel that rejection. So you don't set little boundaries because, again, you don't believe they either won't be met or you don't want to cause people to be burdened by your little boundaries, quote unquote. And as a result, what this happens is that people end up ghosting because they can't set little boundaries and they get frustrated and angry and implode. And this leads to decisions around leaving and ghosting the relationship. Problem number three is that they are actually hurt in the relationship. And as a child, feelings were dismissed, like boys don't cry, and you need to get up and get over it. Yes, I know that boy broke your heart, but we don't cry around here. You know what I'm saying to you? Like you gotta learn how to depend on yourself, because no man gonna do it for you, right? And when we learn these particular phrases, they become part of our belief system that inform us about how to behave and how to move in a relationship. And so as an adult, you fear being judged and you fear being looked upon as weak. And this then informs us as when it comes to a relationship that when I have to start being open about how I actually feel and begin to discuss what's actually going on with me, what might happen is that I will struggle to say that I've been hurt and I'll struggle to say that I'm hurt by what you've done. And rather I may want to be angry. And sometimes I haven't got a good relationship with anger. So instead of actually exploding, because I don't want to do that, I may implode. And then I go and ghost and disappear from you and not be around you for a long time. Another thing is also is that dismissive avoidants are highly sensitive to things like criticism, unappreciation, and a failure to acknowledge them. Why? Because it makes them feel unseen. And I'm going to drop that in problem number 4. Problem number 4 that leads to ghosting is a failure to acknowledge them.